Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. Today we are going to solve a problem search in rotated sorted array with duplicates. Before solving this problem, I highly recommend you to solve its easier version, which is search in rotated sorted array without duplicates, and it is lead code problem number 33. So in my previous tutorial, I have already explained multiple approaches to solve this problem, and the link of that video tutorial is present in the description box. So please make sure you check the description box. So as usual in this tutorial, first we will understand the problem statement, then I'll discuss how we can approach this problem with their time and space complexity, and finally we will write its Java code. So let's start with the problem statement. And the problem statement is, in this problem we have given an integer array nums sorted in ascending order and not necessarily distinct values. So basically in this array any number can be repeated any number of times, and also we have given an integer target. Suppose that nums is rotated at some pivot unknown to you beforehand. For example, let's imagine, so this is the sorted array which is sorted in ascending order, and also you can see this 4 is repeated thrice, 6 is repeated twice. Similarly, any number can be repeated any number of times. Now when you rotate this array, when you rotate this sorted array at, let's say, some pivot point, and after rotation you get this array. So now we have given the target and we have to search this target value in this rotated sorted array. If it is found, we have to return its index, else we have to return -1. So in this example, for example, in this example we have given this sorted rotated array and we have to search this target value 0. So this target value is found, so we return true. And now in the second example the target value is 3, which is not present in this array, so we return false. And here are few constants. So the constant is the length of an array is greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 5000, and its value should lie in this range, and nums is guaranteed to be rotated at some pivot point, and the target value should lie in this range. And here is the follow-up, so this is the easier version of this problem. So in this problem the array is given and every value is distinct, so that's why this one is the easier version of this problem. So now in this problem any number can be repeated any number of times. So the follow-up is, if in this array which is rotated and sorted array and the number is also not distinct, would this affect the runtime complexity? If it is, how and why? So this is the problem statement, and now let's discuss how we can approach this problem. The easiest approach to solve this problem is to run a loop and compare the target value with the value present in an array. And at any point, if the target value is equal to the value present at any index of an array, return true, else return false if target value is not found. For example, let's see, the target value is 0. So we take 0 and we first compare, is it equal to 2? No. So is it equal to 5? No. Is it equal to 6? No. Is it equal to 0? Yes. So the target value is found at this index, we return true. No need for further traversal. Now let's see the second example, in which we first compare the target value with 2. So it is not equal, then 5, it is not equal. Similarly, when we compare with 6, it is not equal. When we compare with 0, it is not equal. Similarly, again when we compare with 0, 1, 2, it is not equal. So after complete traversal we return false. So here we are doing a linear scan, so where we traverse the array and we compare the target value with the each value of an array, and at any point if the target value is equal to the value present at any index of an array, we return true, else if it is not found we return false. So the time complexity of this approach is big O of n, So the time complexity of this approach is big O of n, and its space complexity is big O of 1. We are not using any extra space. How we can improve our solution, how we can solve them efficiently. So let's discuss our next approach. Let's improve our previous solution using binary search. Before using binary search, let's discuss a very interesting property of a rotated sorted array. And the property is, when we divide the array into two halves, when we divide the rotated sorted array into two halves, at least one of the two halves is always sorted. And if mid happens to the point of rotation, then both the halves will be sorted. For example, in this case, the size of the array is 10 when we compute the mid, which is start plus array length minus 1 and then divided by 2. So start is 0 and end is array length minus 1, and when we compute the mid using this formula, so the mid is 4. So now the fourth index is this. So 0 1 2 3 4, fourth index is this. So you can see this half is sorted, and in this example the size of the array is 7, and when we compute the mid it is 3, and mid is 0 1 2 3 at this point. So this half is sorted. Now our algorithm is, when we compute the mid and if the target value is equal to the value present at mid index, we simply return true. Else first we check whether the left half is sorted. So left half, when we compute the mid, we have divided the array into two halves. So first we check whether left half is sorted. If it is, then we check if the target value lies in the left half, then we search in left half, else we search in right half. If the left half is not sorted and right half is sorted, and target values lies in right half, then we search in right half, else we search in left half. Now there is one more case. So in this problem, any number can be repeated any number of times. So take this case. Let's assume the target value is 3. So let me write it. So let's assume the target value is 3 and the size of this array is 5. So the first step is to compute the mid, and the mid is 2. So mid will point at this index. Now you can see the value present at start index is equal to the value present at mid index, and it is equal to the value present at end index. So in this case, we won't be able to figure out on which half we have to search the target value. So there is the third case. So I mean, in this case, we are not sure on which half the value is present. So what we can do is, we can just simply reduce the search space. So simply increment the value of start index, and this is what we are doing here. So this is the third case we have to handle when the duplicates are allowed in rotated sorted array. And now this is the intuition behind this approach. Let's see the code. And the code, so in this code, the first step is to declare two variables. So here I have declared two variables, start and end, and start is initialized with 0 and end is initialized with array length minus 1. Then we run this loop while the value of start is less than equal to end. Then we first compute the mid and we check whether the value present at mid index is equal to target value. If it is, then return true, else search in left half. If left half is sorted and if target value is present in left half, search in left half, else search in right half. If right half is sorted and the target value is present in right half, search in right half, else in left half. Else, if this is not the case, if this case is occurred, then simply reduce the search space. Now let's talk about its time and space complexity. So let's discuss one more case. Now suppose if the array is this and we have to search this target value in this array, and this target value is not present in this array. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in this case, we have to search the target value in this array, and the target value is not present in this array. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 times. So in worst case, the time complexity will be 2 will be big O of n. So in this case, in that kind of scenario, else uh, the time complexity will be big O of log n, and the space complexity is big O of 1. So that's it for this video tutorial, and for more such programming videos you can subscribe our YouTube channel. You can visit our website, which is https://webrewrite.com. And also, if you want to support this channel, then please join the membership of this channel through join button. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.